Tens of thousands of Missourians could stop getting paychecks if Congress doesn't break its budget impasse in the next 8 days. Funding for the federal government runs out next Saturday night, which would trigger the shutdown. Joe McLean takes us through what federal employees are facing.
If congressional Republicans can't come to an agreement on their own on at least a temporary spending bill or cross the aisle and work with Democrats, then the government is poised to shut down at the end of next week. A shutdown would suspend the paychecks of federal workers and suspend government services considered non-essential. That wouldn't affect things like the Postal Service, border protection, federal law enforcement, and air traffic control. It also wouldn't affect Social Security and Medicare benefits, but enrollment in those programs would be much slower due to reduced staffing levels. If a shutdown happens, it would affect 36,181 civilian federal employees in Missouri. It would also force all national parks to close, stop all research at the National Institutes of Health, pause the hiring of new federal employees, and halt passport processing. You would also not likely be able to get a hold of your congressman during the shutdown, as the staff who answer those messages would be on furlough. The last government shutdown was during the Trump administration at the end of 2018. It lasted 35 days, the longest in the nation's history.
We had over 800,000 government employees go 5 weeks without a paycheck. Bills stacked up. Resources were lost. It was very impactful and hard for their families.
Diana Hicks is the national vice president of the American Federation of Government Employees.
We touch the daily lives of every single American as government employees. Everybody has somebody in their family that is touched by that.
In a radio interview Thursday, Missouri Congressman Blaine Luetkemeyer said about some members of his own party, quote, "Some of these guys want a shutdown, and they're going to try to block everything that we do to make sure that we get there, and that's unfortunate."
No American citizen in the workforce should be a political pawn for congressional leaders and their internal disputes based on party, based on beliefs. We are not sacrificial.
Funding for the federal government officially runs out midnight next Saturday. In Jefferson City, Joe McLean, KY3 News.